Hello and welcome to I've Seen Everything, where the name is ironic and the reactions are... Happy holidays, everyone. My name's Andrew, and this is my tree.
It's Christmas!
Welcome to this, our third week of our ho-ho holiday reactions here on I've Seen Everything. That name is starting to grow on me, I think. I'm not sure. But we are 3 weeks deep with it, so it's too late to change now. This week, we take a turn into a specific holiday genre, one that we did last year as well. And oddly enough, because it won the poll, the same franchise as we did last year, Die Hard. Last year we did the first Die Hard movie. Go ahead and check that out if you haven't seen it. This year we're doing Die Hard 2. And that is it. Those are the only two Die Hard movies that take place at Christmas. That's not to say we won't do more of them, but this is the end of Die Hard movies at Christmas, which sounds a little sad in a way. But today there is no sadness. Today we are here to watch another Christmas action movie in the form of Die Hard 2. Now, this is another one I've obviously seen. I've seen the entire Die Hard franchise at one point or another, but it's been a while for this one. I would say out of the Die Hard movies, the ones I've seen the most are probably the first and the third one. Die Hard with a Vengeance is probably in close competition for me with the first Die Hard movie. Even though this one might not quite reach to that level, I think it's still a good action movie, still a good entry into the Die Hard franchise, and I'm looking forward to watching it again here with you today, especially considering I don't remember the last time I watched this movie. I've also heard some trivia about this movie that I can't really remember right now about how this movie came together and about maybe it not being an original Die Hard script when they first tried to put it together. I've learned in recent years that Die Hard with a Vengeance was not originally a Die Hard script. But as for Die Hard 2, we go from Nakatomi Tower in Los Angeles to Dulles Airport in Washington, D.C. in this movie, with John McClane having moved to Los Angeles to become a Los Angeles police officer. But oddly enough, I don't know if we ever see him working as a Los Angeles police officer. Maybe in Die Hard 4 or something like that. And also by the third movie, we see him in New York again. I mean, he moves around a lot for a cop. But anyway, there's not a lot to say here on the front end. John McClane is back. Holly Gennaro / Holly McClane is back. William Sadler's in this one. We have Reginald VelJohnson back very briefly. That really big jerk of a reporter, Richard Thornburg, is back in this movie. So let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, I want to be sure to go ahead and invite you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available over there right now. There's full-length reactions to other movies over there, exclusive television shows, all kind of stuff. I hope you go over there and check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support that you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. That's it, folks. That's all I have to say. Let us not waste another moment getting to watching 1990's Die Hard 2. Here we go. And we're right in. Quick title, right to the airport.
Come on, man. This is my mother-in-law's car, right? She's already mad at me because I'm not a dentist.
Okay. So they're visiting the in-laws. That makes sense.
Look, I used to be a cop in New York City. I only moved to L.A. because my wife took a job there.
I mean, he could listen now he talks and hear that he's not from Los Angeles. Bruce Willis is from Jersey. So. Man, this movie just got so 1990 all of a sudden with the appearance of that beeper. I had a beeper. $3 a month.
Only 2 years ago, General Esperanza led his country's army in a campaign.
Oh, I forgot we get a nudie scene with William Sadler in the beginning here.
Evidence that Esperanza's forces violated the neutrality of neighboring countries.
And we see him on screen as, I believe, a member of the U.S. military. I forgot that.
Although Esperanza was removed as commander-in-chief earlier this year, the agreement...
Man, William Sadler looking in shape there. This is the year before he did Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Lieutenant McClane, somebody that just beat me?
I'd like to think I'm somebody.
Honey, what are you doing? Where are you? Did you land yet?
Honey, it's the 90s, remember? Airphones.
Okay. My memory might be fuzzy. He's on a payphone, she's on an airphone. I remember those airphones. I'm pretty sure they could only call out. They couldn't receive calls. I mean, maybe she's on some kind of a fancy plane, but I'm almost positive those phones do not receive calls.
Isn't technology wonderful? I used to carry around those awful mace things. Now, I zap any bastard that screws with me.
Pretty psycho grandma, but also they let her bring that on the plane. That is a weapon. Crazy. But it's a movie, and we're definitely going to see that come back later on.
Yeah? Sorry to bother you, sir. We're checking our equipment. Any problems?
Kind of feel like a piece of me is dying along with this church.
Oh, you're right about that.
Bad last words. We have a church that's being shut down anyway and all that was guarding it was one old man. That's very sad, but too much of a setup there.
This is Buckwheat. The clubhouse is open.
I was about to say Buckwheat's not that tough a sounding name, but Little Rascals code. Yeah, something suspicious in the gift boxes, I'm sure. Probably guns. I mean, back then, the only real security check you went through was a metal detector when you were going to actually get on the plane.
Hey, that's Colonel Stewart over there. Colonel Stewart, can we have a few words, please?
You can have two. F***ing you.
That is a pretty succinct comment there, but also interesting to have somebody who is a public figure of some kind being presumably recognized at the site of some type of criminal activity he's leading. Not exactly a place you want to be spotted, I don't think.
The key for this door?
Yeah, why?
Because I want you to open it up.
Yep, flash the badge quick, don't let him get a good look at it.
Is there a cop on duty around here?
Airport police.
Go get him.
I mean, that's risky. You lose your job that way. You showed a badge, but you just let some random guy into the back of the house like that.
It's a restricted area.
We work here.
Let's see some ID.
Sure, no problem.
There's their ID. I mean, that's a clear sign you're dealing with a criminal. If you ask for ID and they send bullets. Not much other conclusion to draw there. You know, John, you just got to this gunfight. You already lost your gun. And who the hell knows where it's headed now? Boom. Ooh, and that hurts, man. That's one of the most vicious things you can hit a person with, from what I understand. Ooh, right in the face. I was going to say, I don't think this guy dies that soon, but maybe.
This is a tag team?
John, you knew there were two of them when you walked up on them. I mean, you didn't know they were going to shoot at you. That seems like a painful way to go, for sure. Are we to believe, I was going to say, are we to believe that John's going to chase him on a bike?
Please! I'm a cop. That was a bad guy. Where's your ID?
He dropped it.
On its way to Cleveland?
John, I mean, you lost your badge, you lost your gun. Now they're going to waste all this time trying to verify who you are. I mean, come on, man. It's like it's your first gunfight.
Do you know who I am?
Yes, we've all seen your program. Your episode Flying Junkyards was a very objective look at air traffic safety.
Has the phrase, "do you know who I am," ever gone well for anybody? I think it automatically makes everyone hate you.
So park it, sir.
And that woman played Daniel Stern's wife in City Slickers. Now he's going to freak out because he sees her.
You cannot put me near that woman.
I'm not allowed within 50 feet of him.
50 yards.
That's going to be difficult on a plane. You could put him on the tail. He'd be down with the baggage.
That woman assaulted me, and she humiliated me in public.
Good. She's about to get some free stuff.
What did you do?
Knocked out two of his teeth.
Would you like some champagne?
See, I thought I remembered they gave her free stuff for that. That's what I'd do.
Sorry, officer. Had to check. Here's your piece and shield back.
I'm surprised they actually found it on all those rampways and stuff. Seems like that would have been a nightmare to find.
What are you doing here, man? It's a crime scene. You gotta seal this area off, for Christ's sake. That's up to the captain. What's up to the captain? Maybe you better take me up to the captain then, huh?
Yeah, you don't generally wheel a body out in the middle of a bunch of waiting reporters and flashbulbs. Isn't that kind of what we deal with in this one? I'm trying to remember that we're not dealing with really the DC police. We're dealing with like airport cops who are not used to dealing with this kind of stuff.
Well, then the damage is minimal. The penalty could be severe.
The damage is minimal.
You fail me again, and the chamber won't be empty. Dismissed.
I have never understood this dynamic. How you maintain any kind of unit cohesion if your people that are operating under you believe that you will willingly kill them at a moment's notice.
Maybe a little professional courtesy.
In an airport on Christmas week.
Courtesy. How about just being professional?
Hey, that's a very fair point. They are doing a pretty piss poor job.
It's that simple. I'll just shut the area down, Hell, let's shut down the whole airport. That punk pulled a Glock 7 on me. Doesn't show up on your airport x-ray machines here, and it costs more than you make in a month. You'd be surprised what I make in a month.
That was hardly the point. And we're getting at the crux of the issue here, which is that this guy is not running a police force as much as he's running like a glorified security service. And their biggest issue is not having anything interrupt service, not actually, dispensing justice or tracking down killers. He's predisposed to believe it's just some guy who's stealing luggage because that's what he needs it to be. It's the easiest thing to deal with.
Hey, Carmine, let me ask you something. What sets off the metal detectors first? The lead in your ass or the in your brains?
I mean, doesn't make logical sense, but I liked it, so I'll let it go. It's setting up this whole thing. It's that kind of BS of like how many people have to die before this guy quits being an idiot and realizes what's happening. The answer is at least a couple of more, probably.
Hold up, boys. We gotta check something. What are you doing? A lot of confusion in there. We got to get these clowns prints. You're supposed to do that at the morgue. Got a new SOP for DOAs from the FAA.
Well, he got prints. It is amazing in life, in situations like that, how far you can get by just acting like you know what you're doing. So again, just running up with a badge. Don't let them look at it too closely. Sound like you know what you're talking about. If he had hung around there very much longer, they might have got wise. And here we go.
Powell here.
Yeah, take that Twinkie out of your mouth and grab a pencil, will you?
Hey, John, how you doing?
I love Reginald VelJohnson. We see him play cop so much, though. Unfortunately, I think this is the extent of his entire role in this movie, if I'm remembering right.
You and faxes? This is a first.
Wait, it's upside down.
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
here it
right.
comes.
Yeah, again, we'll let it go. But he's faxing prints to get them to run them. Fax machines do not get that kind of quality.
Fingerprints.
Got an unidentified stiff here.
What's this about?
Oh, just a feeling I have.
When you get those feelings, insurance companies start to go bankrupt.
It is really hard to state to people who are too young to know how hard communication was before there were cell phones. Even back when there were technically cell phones, most people didn't have them yet. They were really expensive. They didn't work very well, all that kind of stuff.
Can I get you another?
No, thank you. I only have to look at his face for another 15 or 20 minutes.
That's what you thought. Yeah, you're going to be there longer than you thought you are. Maybe pour that drink.
We may be up here a little while longer.
She heard me. I could have figured that one out.
What can you tell me about him?
He's dead. According to the Department of Defense, he's been dead for 2 years. Read between the lines, and I'd say he looks like a lot of black bag stuff to me.
So he's either using somebody else's ID or he was declared dead a couple of years earlier and has been living off the grid since, likely with the rest of them.
Back, okay? No, hold on.
She can be a bit annoying because she's on top of everything, but she's not a jerk like that other guy is.
Nakatomi, LA, you're John McClane, right? I saw the stiff. Word is that was your handiwork.
I only do needlepoint.
She's really looking for a story, and she's like at a place where a lot of things are happening. You just go hang out at the airport, look for a story,
Somebody's about to seriously with this airport. The only people to go to this much trouble are professionals, not luggage thieves and not punks.
They're mercenaries or something. You don't have people like this hanging around an airport just for the fun of it.
You're the one that gave us that body. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
This guy seems at least like he's not quite so much of an idiot, this guy in charge.
Lorenzo, have all your shift commanders report in, now.
What?
He's at least not sitting here, ignoring clearly concerning information.
The runway. Son of a bitch.
Shutting down. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, how about that? What do you think now? Man, this guy is determined, no matter what happens, to believe nothing's going on. That's his whole role in the movie. Nothing to see here. Nothing's going on. Great police work.
What's it look like?
Approach control. It's gone.
Jesus. Instrument landing system is down. Every goddamn system's dead.
Yeah, not a problem until everything goes down at once. Sure, that's a big coincidence. Should have that guy who's still walking around. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Everything's fine. Someone accidentally kicked a plug out of the wall.
This what you expected?
No, this is just the beginning.
That big enough for you, buddy? You believe something's happening now?
Well, if you don't want those planes to start splashing into the Potomac as they run out of fuel, what I want is very important.
If he's a famous person, I'm really surprised that they can't recognize his voice or figure out who he is.
Any attempt to restore your systems will be met by severe penalties.
He's bluffing.
Damn it, you can't do this.
I am doing this.
He's bluffing. Again, this guy's whole job is, despite what he's presented with, to just not believe anything, to just be stupid.
All we have to do is find a way to transmit.
Yeah, right. Somebody want to run down to Radio Shack and get a transmitter?
We already have one.
We got this guy too. We got people around everywhere that are just like, hey, that's not going to work. It's like, that's not helpful right now.
Come on, man. Damn it, Trudeau. You're dealing with pros here.
You need people that are actually going to help at this point. You have a crisis.
2 unauthorized personnel in the tower. Get them out of the elevator, or you're gonna find a goddamn pink slip in your Christmas stocking.
He's going to crawl up the elevator, I imagine. He's not going to go out that easy.
An airport. Every controller in the...
I figured that was the next step.
Off. Thanks, but I already got that from Colonel Stewart.
She never stops, ever. She did give him a piece of useful information.
Where's the other one?
Claustrophobic, I guess.
That's not really an explanation, but that'll work.
Another basement, another elevator. How could the same happen to the same guy twice?
I mean, John, that's a real fair question at this point. Before you're running around in the bowels of a building, now you're running around in the bowels of an airport. Oh, I remember. You got to find little allies here and there. He's about to find one, I think. This guy's probably lucky, if it's who I'm remembering, that he gives him a heads up, because he very likely encounter these guys and end up getting killed.
Who are you? I'm Marvin. I'm just the janitor.
Well, Marvin the janitor, you're John's new best friend. You can help him get around places, help him figure things out.
As a result, our nav and approach systems are down, and we expect to lose voice in another minute. We want you to continue holding at the outer marker as directed and wait for further instructions.
He should have told them not to do anything without his specific authorization. But that is also going to be seen as a punishment-worthy offense, I'm sure.
There's your skywalk.
Nice place for an ambush. It's the fastest way you can get me out to that spot.
That's always the way in when you're in a position like John is right now. You find the workers nobody thinks of, but that know their way around everything. He always seems to find at least a few of them.
Main ventilation duct, and a crawl around this mother tin can.
John back in another vent, crawling around back areas of buildings and through air vents.
Call test as soon as it's hot.
And that is Robert Patrick.
What the hell's going on?
Before Terminator 2, I believe. Maybe like a year.
What do I look like to you?
A sitting duck.
All right. Well, I don't think any of those guys are on the take, meaning any of the SWAT team. But I was right in that they were waiting for them. I hope our tech guy here doesn't end up getting killed. He's one of the few really smart people that we have involved here. I'm with you, buddy, but I don't think that pipe's going to help much. I mean, those guys had machine guns. Yeah, things are not looking great. Ooh. And Robert Patrick exits the chat. That was a quick but memorable role. If only he had the T-1000 ability in this movie, he could have survived that. There's no way you could effectively aim rolling like that. At least I wouldn't think. That's gonna hurt. Whoopsie daisy. Are you gonna do it before he gets that gun in his hand? Suspense. Nope. Not quite fast enough. Quick thinking, John. Nicely done.
With the itinerary, I gotta get to it and set it up.
Boom. Yeah, I figure if they had a hit team waiting for you, they probably had planned for that too. They seem to be a group who really knows what they're doing. They probably thought of almost every angle.
Bait. Make Lorenzo sacrifice his best men. Make you waste your time.
Well, and also potentially take out their best tech guy, which luckily is the one thing they failed at, thanks to John.
That's my gift, Mrs. McClane. I notice things.
You're very satisfied with yourself.
The people have a right to know everything about everybody. You got in the way of that.
People do not have the right to know everything about everybody, and there's nothing wrong with being good at your job. You're just an asshole about it.
You endangered my children. You didn't do it for anything as noble as the people.
Which is basically what she just said, and I talked over her a bit, and I apologize.
We're warned not to try to restore your systems. Now you're going to pay the penalty.
I got 5 dead officers down here, Colonel Stewart. Isn't that penalty enough?
John McClane. Watch this.
You have to be a special type of messed up to willingly kill hundreds of innocent people, especially just to make a point, but for any reason. Also, that is definitely not a touchscreen.
They've reset ground level, minus 200 feet.
Jesus Christ, he's gonna crash the fucking plane! Roger, what are you gonna do? Whatever I can.
Yeah, I remember this one. I mean, I respect it. He's got to do something. He can't just stand there and watch it happen, but he's trying to do this in a snowstorm.
But we'll all be on the ground in a few minutes. Thank you.
Please keep your seatbelts on. We're just like British Rail, love. We may be late, but we get you there.
Yeah, all of this is just making it even more horrible. People that are happy to finally be landing, talking about their next flights, seeing children, just twisting the knife more and more.
Good luck, McClane!
You know, even if it seems hopeless, even if it is hopeless, be the person who tries anyway, you know? There's not enough people like that in the world. You never know. You might get lucky. Improbable, but you might get lucky. Unfortunately, not in this case, but...
We have radar contact and show you on ILS. You're in the glide path and you're looking good.
And even him, in particular, sitting there with that cheery voice, he is just dead inside, knowing that he's murdering these people. Yeah. There's just no way they're going to see him until they're right on top of him.
Atta boy, we've got you.
Oh, jeez. Ice cold. Literally. No pun intended. Yeah, no chance. I mean...
We've got you.
Yeah, that last "we've got you," just extra chilling. You have to give him credit. That is an incredible way to sell the horrifying lengths that a movie villain is willing to go to. That he could do that, hundreds of innocent people dead, over and over and over again at will. Everybody feels like John right now. They want you to turn this guy inside out.
That concludes our object lesson for this evening. If the 747 we requested is ready on time and General Esperanza's plane arrives unmolested, further lessons can be avoided.
It's this character model they've sold over and over again in action movies, especially during this era. The military guy turns evil, but that same shutoff of being able to do terrible things in the name of the mission, whatever the mission is, allowing you to do something like that. Like, especially even the perversion of that ability to do that. Yeah. I mean, there was nothing John could do to stop it, but how would you ever forgive yourself for something like that?
McClane, I know what you must feel.
Help those people tonight. It's pretty goddamn useless.
Your wife's plane? They're gonna run out of fuel in 90 minutes.
Yeah, we know our clock. I mean, not that his wife's plane's the only one that matters. Honestly, it's been long enough. I knew that one plane got crashed. I don't know if any other ones do or not. I hope not.
Listen, Dick, that is your name. Dick.
She's great. Just in the plane of opposite him. I don't think she actually sees John until the end of the movie, but...
Can you tune into the cockpit frequency?
Yeah, why?
I want to hear what's going on.
All I'm getting is some kind of airport beacon. It's like the tower isn't there.
Stay on it.
There is an honest point to be made that there is an irresponsible time to report certain things. If your reporting is going to end up endangering people. He doesn't care if he's endangering people. He just cares about his own ego and getting the story.
Let the pros handle this. Yeah, well, it looks like the pros are on the wrong team tonight. Hey, Trudeau, things just get better or worse?
Hard to say. Hard to say in a situation like this. The lines get pretty blurry.
The outer marker. So who says that radio signal has to just beep? Right.
You know, he's pretty smart. They eventually figure it out.
I was only transferred to Grant's team yesterday, but word is nobody's better at this than Major Grant.
Except maybe Colonel Stewart.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm trusting this military unit. I mean, not all of them. Some of them seem all right, but some of these guys, I don't know.
No civilians.
You know, you keep deciding whether or not you're going to let him be part of this. You let him be around, you let him help, and then you cut him off again.
Attention all aircraft in Dulles landing pattern.
Redirect them to other airports.
Do not attempt to reply on your own frequencies. People have already caused one crash by impersonating our towers.
I mean, just in a tense moment like that, he's getting a juice box or whatever that was. Oh, I guess it's peanuts.
Get me up to the pilot's briefing room. They're having a little soiree up there, and I gotta hear what they're saying, even if I gotta put a fucking glass up to the door. Now, which one of these maps gets me up there? Don't touch it!
Hey, you're going to go to the, you know, eccentric janitor for help. You got to go with his system, you know?
Garber, please have the men not on watch assemble for a briefing. Over. Roger, Colonel. Over now.
What's the matter?
He figured out the code. He's good at figuring out codes.
The dominoes will fall no more, and the ramparts will remain upright.
Are you a mercenary group, or are you preaching?
Code's still punched into this one.
How about you give me $20 for it?
But I let you live.
Man knows how to bargain.
How about you give me $20? How about I kill you? Okay, never mind.
Roger, Dallas. Proceeding to runway 15.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Hey, okay. We're about to lose one of the pilots, at least. Ooh. Depressurized. I guess he's a pilot.
Start, Mayday. I've lost cabin pressure. I must land now. On the first accessible runway.
Well, you're the one who decided to kill your pilot unnecessarily. I mean, unless he wasn't going to land where you wanted, I guess.
Make you a deal, Marvin. Show me a shortcut out to those runways, and I'll get you a liner for that code.
You know, not that they had these monitors back then, but John's getting his steps in. He's certainly covering a lot more ground than he had to in Nakatomi Tower.
Make up your mind. Oh, we are just up to our ass again, John.
Yeah, John, you have pretty rotten luck when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Reducing airspeed. Approaching runway. Wish me luck.
We copy. We'll have you in 5 minutes.
He didn't wish him luck. He's going to ruin the whole thing. This guy doesn't sound real certain that he's going to be able to land this plane. Again, not that I'm pulling for him or anything. Well, if you don't have a key, that'll work. Please don't tell me the plane's about to roll right over him. Yeah, better get out, quick. And boom. I hope you don't need to get back in there, John, because I don't think you're lifting that thing. Barely got out of there to begin with.
Freedom.
Ooh.
Not yet.
Pretty short-lived. I mean, no matter which way you cut it, landing a plane under those conditions is pretty impressive.
Who are you? One of the good guys. You see, you're one of the bad guys, and now that I got your sorry ass, I'm gonna trade it for my wife.
I was going to say, might be putting his wife in danger by doing this. But also, if he managed to hold him hostage, he has something they want. But I think that's gotten decisively harder now. Yeah, John, I know you didn't have a lot of options, but this wasn't the best plan.
How many grenades we got? 3 each! Use them!
I mean, I don't think you need that many. Seems like you get 1 or 2 in there. Yeah, John, this is looking really bad. I'd say go ahead and use it. Oh, I remember this shot. Also, he does not have that much time. They really pushed that. That's like one of those shots that makes you wonder if it was in 3D, just so they could get that. They're going to end up bringing McClane in again because that's the only person they find.
Getting a little nervous back there.
We're right over Washington. See if you can get any TV. That'll settle him down.
If they had the ability to send out an emergency signal, why didn't they reroute them? There's got to be other airports nearby. Would have taken away all the leverage right there. I mean, again, we need to be able to have the movie.
Ladies and gentlemen, while waiting to land, our cabin attendants are turning on local Washington broadcasting.
Also, it seems like that's going to end up being bad. You're going to panic your passengers. Should have told them, don't put on news coverage.
What if they decide to crash another plane in retaliation for your little stunt,
They can't do that anymore, right, Barnes? Besides, if I grabbed Esperanza, this would all be over by now.
He can't crash them anymore, but they can crash from lack of fuel. Again, should have been sent to another airport, but then you don't have a movie.
Somebody ought to get their kicked for this mess, that's for sure.
This lady's talking tough, and she's got a taser. I wouldn't mess with her.
Do we have enough fuel to keep circling like this?
Oh, of course. They anticipate little problems like this.
She's managing to stay very cheery when she already saw the fuel light. I mean, it's their job to try to keep the passengers from panicking, but...
Could be a sentry.
And he could just be out for a walk.
That guy does not look like he's getting ready to go to confession. Uh-oh, beeper. They don't show you stuff like that unless there's a reason. Holly doesn't know it, but she might have just almost got him killed. Or at least make it necessary for John to have to kill another person.
At the Highland Lake Community Church on the west side of the airport.
We got positive ID on Stewart's location. Let's move.
All right. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. I don't remember exactly what happens.
Our escape plane will be ready within 30 minutes, General.
There are no more surprises.
I don't know. McClane's still out there. As long as McClane's out there, I think there's surprises. Ooh. That looked like it hurt. Pretty brutal fight. Grab one of the icicles. Get him with that. Oh, don't tell me he's going to actually do it. Yep. Boom. Yeah. Oh, and broke it off. The icicle. Nature's knife.
Jeez, McClane, you all right? You want a medic?
McClane, what the hell you think you're doing out there?
Dude, how about don't be yelling? There's a group of mercenaries in that church.
Sergeant, get this bureaucrat out of Mr. McClane's face, now.
It's the first person to do that, for sure. I mean, it is the last thing you need at a moment like that is some loudmouth who doesn't actually do anything.
Guess I was wrong about you.
Something's off, though. It can't end this easy.
Gentlemen, you know what to do.
Yeah, what's with all the different colors on the clips? I know that's significant. I can't remember why. That was pretty risky crossing over fire like that. Ooh, nice shooting.
Got one here, too. Looks like
Yeah.
C4 and the mother is armed.
I would get the hell out of there if I were you. That whole place is probably about to go up. I mean, this seems like an awful lot to rescue one general. I'm wondering what their plan is after this. All right, we switch from blue to red. Do they explode? Don't seem to explode, but based on the fire he's under, I don't know if they need to. They managed to hit the gas tank on that thing. McClane has 9 lives. He survives more things that should have killed him. I mean, it is an action movie.
I had the bastard in my sights. I know I did.
Oh, were they blanks? Was that what it was? I couldn't remember. Are they blanks? He said he had him in his sights. They're leading towards something. There's something up with the gun.
Repeat. Have murdered civilians and cut off the 2 systems that can allow you to land. A special U.S. Army unit is...
He's laughing at this. What is wrong with him? Again, all about his ego, all about his story, doesn't care about the people, nothing. He's even on one of the planes, and he can't see past this.
Network, here I come.
Network, here I come. You're going to be lucky if you live through the night with what's going on.
I wish I was with you guys for that.
Ooh. What happened?
Eagle Nest. This is Hatchling.
Oh.
On schedule?
So they're all crooked except for the kid they just killed. That makes a lot of sense. It was all a smoke screen.
Repeat. A green light.
I think I remember now. So the blue was blanks because they were basically acting out a gunfight. There weren't actual bullets in it.
Where'd you come from? Pearl Harbor?
Pretty much, based on what he just went through. He just took heavy fire and his snowmobile blew up.
I'm one of the 1,000 people who has been circling our nation's capital.
He didn't even get a good picture of him. Huh?
But the truth is far from normal. The truth is terrifying.
He only has one note he plays, and it's a stupid one, over and over again.
This is a recording of a conversation between Dulles Tower and the captive aircraft overhead.
These movies in these eras so much relied on stupid people, irritating people, jerks, just to kind of make the heroes look even better, you know?
Are you nuts? That firefight at the house.
Yeah, I remember that. He does that to prove it to him.
These are the bullets they used out there tonight. Blanks. I want every officer recalled and assembled in body armor and full weaponry in the motor pool in 5 minutes. It's time to kick your ass.
He is lucky he didn't just get shot. He just had an entire airport police department pull their guns on him, very understandably, because it looked like he was about to kill their commander. That was enough to wake him up. Jeez.
This reporter has learned
I mean, if you're gonna do this BS, at least have your facts straight. Your news is old. They're no longer in control of the airport. I mean, it's not bad to have everyone leave. Yeah, what you really did is terrify all the passengers.
No one is safe, either in the planes above Dulles or in the terminal below.
Yeah. She's sick of this guy reporting out stuff that he shouldn't be. She's been on the receiving end of it before. You create a panic. You're going to have people trampled to death.
McClane, say hi to my brother, Vito. Merry Christmas.
Jesus. Figures. So this idiot reporter has basically created a panic that makes it impossible for the law enforcement at the airport to function. All because of his ego.
But at least the truth is not among the hostages.
Oh, God. How cringy can you be?
And if this should be my final broadcast...
Yeah, thank you. Jeez.
Amen to that, Dick.
I mean, it is concerning his eyes are still open. That might mean he's dead. But geez, that was insufferable.
Congratulations on your escape, sir.
My congratulations, gentlemen. You've won a victory for our way of life, my pride, my admiration, and a kick-ass vacation.
For our way of life? Whose way of life, exactly? Are we starting a new military-led country here? You're gonna go find a random island to set up shop or something?
Want a cowboy ride too rough? I don't like to fly.
Then what are you doing here?
I don't like to lose either.
I mean, she did come in handy. She had access to a helicopter. He always thinks outside the box, McClane.
Get in front of them. Take it down. Block their path so they can't get out of there. I'm not playing chicken with a 200-ton plane. All right, how about getting over top of it?
Time for John to do something crazy. He's going to jump on top of the plane. I don't know exactly what that's going to do, but I'm assuming we're going to find out.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh, now we're concerned about whether or not we're going to die. Before, we were going on in the bathroom about how wonderful we were as a reporter. Our selfless, sacrifice to get the story out to the people. Seems like things got real in the last few minutes.
You wanted a story, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, he didn't want to get in front of it, so what else are you going to do? Ooh. All right, McClane. You're technically on the plane.
What are you doing out on the wing of this plane?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking myself, John. What are you going to do now? That's the real question. Because you cannot stay on the wing of the plane. That's not going to work out. Oh, there you go. If you can mess up their controls enough. Ooh. I mean, again, how often do you see two people have a fist fight on an airplane wing? Also, John might be a tough guy. This guy's got military training. I don't know if John would be able to fight him off that easy.
I got enough friends.
Ooh. Yeah, things about to get bad, buddy. I don't think you're headed to the tropics. Ooh. Yeah, I don't think you did him right this time. Dumping the fuel ain't gonna be that easy.
Okay, McClane, back to the main event.
I mean, he's not wrong. The main hero versus the main villain. Finally. Oh, we're gonna see him break out some of the stuff he was doing naked in a hotel room. It's kind of the Indiana Jones thing. It's like you got a hero, but he's kind of in over his head a little bit because he's going against people that are like way better trained than he is. But he's persistent, and with a little bit of luck, he just kind of barely gets there. Well, actually, I think I know what's going to happen, so that works out. How you don't notice all the fuel pouring out, I don't know. If he's going to do what I think he's going to do, he better hurry up. He's got to light that thing before they get off the ground. Come on, John. I know you've been through it. You got to do one more thing.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
They had to give you one, At least at one point in this movie, they had to give you one. Yeah, go ahead. Sit back, celebrate, relax. Ooh. Except for that. That's going to be a problem. And that's your ass. Bye-bye. The busted and broken police officer from LA won. With a lighter and a tagline.
Hey! It's your landing light!
He should not have that much energy to be that psyched. I know it's adrenaline at this point, but funny thing is I think they do end up landing by that.
Look! I see it! I see it!
Yep, right down the runway. That'll do.
They used the pharmacy! They used the pharmacy!
They can all do that. Let's tell them.
Listen.
Following the fire trail in as a guide. If they can do it, so can we.
It's like Christmas morning. It's like they're all going to be safe. They're all coming. Well, okay, don't go that fast. They really seem like they were right after each other there. You got to give each other time. Yeah, get out of the way, quick.
Any landing you can walk away from is a good one. That's great.
Hey, man, I didn't think they'd be able to light a fire that would be able to light up enough to be able to show them the runway, but apparently I was wrong, and very glad to be so. Yeah, John's struggling, but, you know, that's fair. He's been through it. Get the planes landed, everyone go home. Get some sleep. So I think they only lost one plane. That was still horrific, but at least it wasn't like plane after plane. Yeah, that's a chaotic scene just to expect to find your wife amidst all these hundreds or even thousands of people. She's like, only John would be doing that. That's a great moment. Right into his arms. That's a great moment.
I was never gonna see you again.
That's what I thought about you.
It's their first moment on screen together this whole movie.
God, that's beautiful.
Yep, it sure is.
See? At least she has a little decency. That's something the other guy never would have done.
John, why does this keep happening to us?
You know, very fair question. Very fair question at this point.
Oh, honey, help me out here, please.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a jerk to everybody. Self-serving jerk.
Hey, McClane, you get this parking ticket in front of my airport?
Yeah.
What the hell? It's Christmas!
Yeah, that's nice. But he still had his mother-in-law's car towed. So that still sucks. But, you know, hey, let's end the movie on a nice note. How about that?
It doesn't show signs.
And that's it, folks. That is our second Die Hard movie in the books here on the I've Seen Everything channel. Let's go to the wrap-up. You know, I want to know the story. They never had her back. Her name's Bonnie Bedelia, who played Holly. And really, they didn't have any scenes together in this movie other than right at the end. Although I guess that's true of the first movie, too. They had more scenes. They had at least one scene early on when he first gets there. And then a couple of scenes toward the end, maybe. But this was really the only time they were on screen at all together. I wonder if there was something about the two of them working together. Maybe they didn't like each other or something. I wonder why she wasn't in any of the other movies. There were 3 other movies. I don't remember if they actually split up at some point or what. I remember in the third one, they were kind of on the rocks, but they weren't split up. I thought they had a good chemistry together, but, you know, it did always seem like they were kind of limited as far as how much they were actually on screen in these movies. But I would say that's better than I remembered. It was a really good action movie. It's a good entry into the Die Hard franchise. There were certainly some interesting parts, things I'd forgotten. I still don't think that this surpasses 3 or certainly 1 for me. I really like Die Hard with a Vengeance. It's a really good movie, has a really good pace. I mentioned earlier on that I wouldn't talk about it in this one, but I've actually found this out in the last couple of years that movie was actually supposed to be an action movie starring Brandon Lee. Die Hard with a Vengeance was. Just called Simon Says, I think, before he passed while making The Crow. And that script got passed around a couple of times. It was supposed to be another Lethal Weapon movie at one point, and then it ended up being another Die Hard movie and got turned into Die Hard with a Vengeance and put all the John McClane stuff in there and all that. But that one, whoever wrote that script, that one really clipped along. This one, I guess maybe there was a little bit of a disjointed feeling in some parts as far as the pacing, but it still worked. It was a creative setting for this type of movie. I don't know how often you see this kind of thing at an airport. I don't know how often you see planes being held hostage by someone taking over the control tower of an airport. I would figure it has to have happened in some other action movie. I mean, I know there's other action movies that have involved planes and like even passenger planes, executive decision, things like that. But this particular setup, I don't know. And people actually out having like kind of a boss fight on a wing of an airplane. I don't know. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. They are obviously, after the success of Die Hard, they probably got back in and wanted to do another one as soon as they could get it out there. Maybe wanted it to become kind of a Christmas tradition. I think that there was a pretty good gap after this before they did another one. I don't think that Die Hard with a Vengeance came out until 95. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a 5-year gap before they finally did another one, then obviously by that point, they decided to move away from the whole Christmas thing. But it seems to be a goal of these kind of legacy action franchises, these kind of core action movie franchises of the 80s and 90s, to consistently like bring you a new story involving the characters you know, but find like an unfamiliar way to show you something, hopefully, that you haven't really seen before. Was there an action movie before the original Die Hard that had a plot in like a office building like that, basically taking it over, holding an entire Christmas party hostage, all that kind of stuff? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, people out there who know action movies better than I do would know better. It just seems like these are fairly unique plots. They're not things that are done over and over again. You do see that in action movies, certain plots that are done over and over again. You have people who really go to the trouble to come up with an original story to at least show you some things in a certain way, even if it's the same kind of beats that you haven't necessarily seen before. Anyway, I enjoyed it. I'm glad I watched it again. Thanks for watching it with me. One more time real quick before we get out of here, I want to be sure to invite you to check out the Patreon. The full-length reaction to this movie is available on the Patreon already right now. There's also other full-length reactions to movies, exclusive television shows, lots of other stuff. I hope you go check it out and consider becoming a patron. Any support you offer over there or over here is always greatly appreciated. And speaking of over here, if you'd be so kind as to go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button, click the bell so you can see when I'm putting out new videos. Also, a special thank you to my Seen Everything patrons, Aunt Bess and Stevie. Thank you so much for your support. And that is it for us on week 3 of our Ho Ho Holiday reactions, and I will see you on the next video. Take care.